Almost every human on Earth has eaten a sandwich. At school, at work, while traveling. It is one of the simplest foods ever created. But very few people know that the sandwich exists today because one powerful man refused to leave a gambling table. This is not just the history of food. This is a story of laziness, power, controversy, and how one small habit changed the way the world eats forever. This is the true history of the sandwich. A sandwich, in its simplest form, is food placed between two slices of bread. It is portable, quick, and requires no plate, spoon, or fork. Today, sandwiches are eaten in almost every culture on Earth. From street food stores to luxury restaurants, from school lunchboxes to army rations. But the idea of putting food between bread did not suddenly appear out of nowhere. To understand the sandwich, we must go back to a time before it had a name. In medieval Europe, people did not eat the way we do today. Instead of plates, they used thick slabs of stale bread called trenchers. Meat and vegetables were placed on top of the bread. People ate with their hands. Meals were messy. Greasy fingers were normal. After the meal, the bread was eaten or given to the poor. Until one man changed everything. John Montagu was born in 1718 in England. He belonged to one of the most powerful families in Britain. He was the fourth Earl of Sandwich. Montagu was a politician, diplomat, and head of the British Navy. Captain James Cook even named the Sandwich Islands after him. But Montagu also had a darker reputation. He was known for corruption and political enemies. And most famously, he was obsessed with gambling. In 1762, Montagu spent long hours at the gambling table. Leaving the table meant losing focus and money. So instead of stopping to eat, he asked for meat placed between bread. This allowed him to eat with one hand and play cards with the other. No plates, no mess, no interruption. Other gamblers noticed and ordered the same as sandwich. And soon, the food itself took his name. But John Montagu did not invent the sandwich. Similar foods existed centuries earlier. Jewish communities ate flatbread with fillings during Passover. Other cultures used bread to wrap meat and vegetables. Montagu did not invent it. He popularized it. More importantly, he gave it a name. The sandwich spread from England to America. Factories and workers needed fast, portable food. Bread production grew and sandwiches became common. They became standard meals in cities and armies. Over time, the sandwich evolved. From simple bread and meat to countless variations. Fast food chains built empires around it. Every culture adapted the sandwich to its taste. What began as a gambler's convenience became a global icon. The sandwich was not invented in a kitchen. It was created at a gambling table. By a man who valued convenience over tradition. Sometimes the most powerful inventions come from habit. From laziness and the need to save time. And that is why every time you eat a sandwich, you are tasting a piece of history. Subscribe for more untold stories from history.